right, welcome to the Rock and Roll Dungeon, fellas.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Good to be back in the RC Saloon.
In the dungeon.
Yeah. Let's get this bad boy started. Off to my right, I got Chad.
Hey, hey.
Dan.
Howdy, folks.
Steve. Me, Rusty Bones in the house.
Yeah.
All right, before we get started, fellas, let's do our honorary drinking game.
What we drinking?
We are drinking Hickory Hill.
Oh, my.
15-year, 90-proof Kentucky Straight bourbon. Woo. Bottled in Houston. It's made from Hickory Hill.
All right. Well,
15 years. So
let's give
sat
it
in that
15
barrel for
years.
15
Sat
more
in our
years.
to be smooth.
Set Aaron. Cheers, fellas.
All right. Cheers.
Let's see if we get some burn or smooth.
Kind of sits on the palate a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty good.
Very nice.
Like a round, warm liquid on the palate.
Yep.
Oh.
Pretty,
Let's talk some rock and roll.
pretty
Rock and
good.
roll.
What's up?
All right. For an upcoming release is we've got 3 notable albums coming.
3?
Yes, and one would be from one of the genres of music that I was very involved in back in the day. It would
Culture
be,
Club?
Yes. For fans of the Culture Club, there's a band called Necrophagia. They have an album called Morbundus Grim coming out.
Do they have a song that's called Yes, I Really Want to Hurt You?
Yes.
This show's going south quick.
For additional fans of Culture Club, there's a album coming out by a band called 6 Feet Under. Killing for Revenge is the name of the album.
Did we have something about this in a previous episode? Something about killing again?
Yes, we did.
This guy.
And in more rock and roll fashion, there is a Slash album coming out. Orgy of the Damned is the name of his album coming out.
Now, who will be singing on that? Is that still Miles, or what are we doing there?
I think it's still Miles.
Miles
He's
is
a home
Miles.
run, man.
He is.
4x4. 4x4.
Okay, our 4x4 today is one that is near and dear to our brother Steve's heart.
Yes.
Being a bass player,
Yes.
Extraordinary.
it is our top 4 bass players. Not necessarily the most influential, the most popular. Our favorite top 4 bass players. We'll give a brief reason as to why. And we'll go through our list from 4 to 1. And I'll be the last one to tell you the right answers. So, Rusty, why don't we go your direction this time? What's your number 4 top bass player?
So I am going to go with the guy that's, again, it's not going to be the most gifted bass player or anything like that. I'm just going with the guy that was always at the right place at the right time and joining
I know who
these
you're going to
bands.
say.
I mean, Rudy Sarzo is, Quiet Riot, Ozzy, Whitesnake. I mean, just
Like the Forrest
And
Gump.
he is a good player.
Forrest Gump of bass
No,
players.
yes, but I'm saying he was
Yes.
when he left to join a new band, that band took off. The new band that he joined, I'm saying, he was always at the right place. So Rudy Sarzo.
Awesome.
It's a beautiful thing. Number 4.
Now, Steve, before you hit your number 4, can I
Okay.
ask you a question?
Please ask me a question.
Did you, because I know you,
Yes, you do know me.
and you could easily have a top 4 bass player list that doesn't have one hard rock or metal guy on it.
That is correct.
Now, did you go that direction? Did you go like all of them, or did you try to stick in the hard rock vein, or how did you approach?
I have 2 different lists, but I can.
Okay, lay it on us.
But I'm gonna get, since it actually went with my introduction. Since I'm the bass player, I got to go with my bass player list then,
Okay,
because the other list.
I'm
is
sure
not,
we'll probably cover your other list.
I'm sure you will. I'm
You can
sure
do
you
a
will.
countdown,
However,
buzz right
Rudy
through it.
Sarzo wasn't on my list,
I wouldn't have picked that for you.
but that's okay. That's all right. Number 4 is Geddy Lee. Why
No.
Geddy Lee?
He's definitely in
He's
the
right.
right vein.
He knows how to play a lot of notes, and he knows how to play very few notes, and he can also play a mean foot pedal. He can play a mean keyboard.
And I think he sings.
He sings too. He sings too, and he's not too bad at any of those.
Yes, he's quite the musician.
He is.
Dan, what do you got for number 4?
I got Steve Harris, Iron Maiden. You know, I mean,
Great choice.
Three Finger Gallop.
I know what your number one's gonna be.
You know, that's what I think of when I think of Steve Harris galloping on a horse.
That's a good thing to think
And
of.
you know what? He embraces it.
Oh yeah,
There's no, I use this too much. It's like, no, that's the signature Iron Maiden
Right.
sound.
yep. And he's highly involved in a lot of the songwriting, and you know,
He is the
probably
primary
the team
songwriter.
captain for the band. You know,
He is the owner of the band.
yeah.
Arguably, he decides, he's the last decision of everything.
Yep. So that'd be my number 4.
Great selection. My number 4 is definitely a virtuoso bass player. He plays for a virtuoso classic band now, Dream Theater, Mr. John Mayung. Phenomenal bass player. He knows how to play simply when it needs to be, but he can do things I've seen very few people do. My number
Like
4.
play a 15-minute song.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the short ones?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, the radio friendly one.
Yeah. The radio hits.
Yeah. All right, number 3 for me. I went with Lemmy Kilmister.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
That's not on
sir.
your list. On
it's all
Steve's
right.
list.
We're not going for who's the best bass player.
I know. I'm just.
You know, we're talking like
No,
guys.
but you gotta love Lemmy.
The overall package.
Lemmy
I mean, if
you gotta
plays the
love
bass
Lemmy.
different than everybody.
It is true. Number 3. John Entwistle of The Who.
Okay.
What more do you need? He's the lead bass player. He is, Pete is playing rhythm guitar. John is covering all 24 frets are being covered. He's got a gallop going. He's got he's got everything going. He's also rocking the alembic bass, which is also something else that is a beautiful thing to behold and to be heard. It's
Solid.
John Entwistle, my generation.
Very nice. All right, my number 3 is Mr. John Paul Jones. He's a very integral piece of Led Zeppelin.
Yes, he is.
Had a lot to do with songwriting,
Yes, he did.
influence on the band. I mean, part of some of the, if not the greatest songs in rock and roll history.
Indeed.
Yeah. So,
And yeah, I mean, there's no weak links in Led Zeppelin.
no.
My number 3 has already been mentioned. The Metal Maiden master, Steve Harris.
Oh, yeah.
So we've talked about him already. That's all I've got to say about that. Go ahead, Rusty.
All right, so we're down to 2. So this is going to be out in left field, fellas. So, just bear with me on this one. I took Steve Harris.
All right.
Backbone of Iron Maiden. You know how old he is?
I would imagine
70s.
He is
No, he's
68.
68 years old, and he's still
Wow.
up there rocking.
Oh,
I mean-
he's doing great.
I mean, like I said, there's already him and Dave Murray would be the backbone of that group. And
They're the only
so far-
original members, if you count the first album as original. Steve, what's your number 2?
Number 2, Chris Squire from Yes.
yes,
I know you're number 1.
Yes, you do.
It's already been mentioned. It'll be mentioned again before he gets to you. All right.
All right. Number 2 is Lemmy.
Wow, Lemmy made
Yeah.
the
Man,
list
Lemmy's getting some
today.
love.
Yeah.
Some
Hey.
Lemmy love.
Yeah.
I'm here. Let's go.
Lemmy's just cool. How can you not like Lemmy?
I know what my claw is for.
Yeah.
He's probably at the Rainbow right now, even though he's passed away. But he's probably
He's
still there
there.
having some Jack Daniels.
His spirit's there. He's sitting there playing, I think, video poker.
He's
drinking
playing
a-
video poker at the
Right.
Rainbow right now.
My number 2, also from one of the greatest bands of all time,
Van
No
Halen?
Weak Links, Mr. John Paul Jones.
JPJ.
Bass lines are amazing. His execution is amazing. His tone is amazing. He's every bit as gifted a musician as anybody in that band.
Oh, without question. Without question. I would say John Paul Jones truly is the epoxy of that band. Without it, I don't think anyone else in the world could have been JPG. It wouldn't have been
Not have been
Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin,
Yeah, it wouldn't have been. And we've had that discussion before with other players and other bands.
Sure.
And the band would be totally different, but I believe it wouldn't have been Zeppelin.
Well, we know good music requires good chemistry.
Indeed.
And that's what that is.
Indeed.
All right, number 1.
Number
Rusty,
one.
who's the best, most favorite bass player in the world of Rusty Bones?
So, this guy
This guy.
opened 30 shows in 1980 for Van Halen, opening act.
Okay, good.
All right.
I'm going to give you a little check because I already know who you're talking about.
So do I.
5-time best rock bass player and guitar players readers poll, which is not best bass player,
Yep.
just a readers poll there. 2-handed tapping. Dan's over there looking at me like, who could it be? He played in a band called Talus. Dan? No?
Another band?
He played in a band called David Lee Roth, DLR, I'm sorry. He played in Mr. Big. Or
Yeah.
plays in Mr. Big, I should say. And he also plays in Winery Dogs, Mr. Billy Sheehan.
And Sons of Apollo.
And
And
Sons of
Apollo.
Apollo.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Currently, yes.
Very nice.
Billy Sheehan.
I love it. Well, since JPJ has already been mentioned twice,
You got
I'm able to
mentioned
go
a
to
third
another
time?
list.
Oh.
Okay. Talk about it.
And all I have to say is, what would Jamerson do? What would Jamerson do? WWJD. He is the foundation of all of these bass players. They all lead back to this gentleman, James Jamerson. He is the original Funk brother. He is the Motown bass player. Every Motown hit you have ever heard in your life,
He's playing.
he recorded, literally recorded. He is the greatest influence in rock bass playing, period. He's had the most influence on. He influenced literally everyone from in the whole British invasion. Every British invasion bass player points to James Jamerson as his influence, including McCartney, including Chris Squire, including John Paul Jones, including John Entwistle.
Geezer Butler, sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Just all of these guys, that's what they were listening to, the blues, and they're listening to the soul and the
Americana music. at the time.
Americana, and this is what they were hearing. And they were hearing, you hear, well, John Paul Jones is John Paul Jones is probably the Apostle John to
James
Jamerson.
Jamerson. For sure.
he is because you hear everything that John Paul Jones does is right out of James Jamerson's playbook. Everything. The bass player that I steal the most from is James Jamerson. The second bass player I steal from the most is John Paul Jones. Third bass player is Chris Squire. I love to think of my bass playing as an amalgam of those dudes.
Well said.
It's awesome.
I know you're number 1, but give it to us, bro. Talk about it.
Mr. Cliff Burton.
Yeah.
He's legendary. He's left a long legacy. There's mystery. He's an enigma. He was only around for 3 albums. And just his influence
3
on
phenomenal albums.
Right. Yes. his influence
Their
on
3 best albums, in my opinion.
And all of the heavy metal bass players still refer to Cliff Burton.
Right.
Cliff Burton is the James Jamerson of thrash metal.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah. And I mean, even the band looked up to him as kind of the
virtuoso guy in the band,
right? Like he was
the most accomplished musician.
Yep, absolutely. So, just he had everything. He had classical theory. He had punk rock vibe. He had 70s vibe going on with his jean jacket and his bell bottoms, and playing.
I saw him.
Did
live.
you really?
Yes, I did.
That's awesome. So that'd be my number one.
My number one is Paul McCartney, but it's not. I have a number one because I just have to mention Paul McCartney, but I'm sticking hard rock and heavy metal.
This is a hard rock
But
show.
you can't say number one without saying Paul McCartney, in my opinion. But my number one has already been mentioned, Mr. Geddy Lee. Love his playing. I love his songwriting. I love his melody choices. He's very serious about being a player. Seems like the coolest dude in the world on top of it all. Very appreciative of everything he's done. Very fan-friendly guy. But man, just you would never know he's as great as he is.
Be able to lock into drums like that too.
Yeah. So Geddy Lee is my number one hard rock heavy metal bass player, but once again, Paul McCartney is the best bass player.
So just since most of the bass players on my secondary list were hit, Joey DeMeo of Manowar wasn't hit, and he is a serious bass player. So that was
wow. You're revealing something to me that I did not know.
Yeah, no, that dude
the
is
bass player of Manowar.
Yep.
is a
serious bass player.
Wow.
Serious.
I remember back in the early 2000s, I had this documentary of Manowar, and we used to watch it like it was a joke. We thought it was a joke because I was all into like hardcore and thrash and all that at the time. And we're like, we would just watch it and laugh, But at the same time, we were
all
like,
that machismo kind of thing.
Yeah. But at the same time, we were like, these guys freaking shred, But they were super cheesy. But now I listen back to it, and I see it through a different lens, He
is the epitome of how many notes can I play in this piece of music. But it's great articulation, and so the Billy Sheehan, Steve Harris, Cliff Burton.
Oh, that's cool.
Was my.
Well, there you go. And Cliff Burton definitely has an honorable mention. I also like to just throw out Eddie Jackson of Queensryche. Phenomenal player, great bass sound, and great bass player.
I was going to say, honorable mention, Jaco Pastorius.
Well, this is a rock and roll show.
Well,
Jaco's like Jamerson, in that sense,
Yeah, Les Claypool.
Prince's bass player Rhonda didn't make the list?
No.
13 by 13.
Not that list.
13 by 13.
13 by 13 is there you have it. I mean, you choose which one's number one in your world.
Why weren't they bigger?
This week we're going to be talking about UFO.
What?
So UFO formed in 1968. They're out there still playing. Phil Mogg, lead vocalist. He's been like that original guy that's been in the band forever. He left a couple stints in 1983 and 84, and then left again in 89, 91, but several lineup changes throughout their career. Notably, Michael Schenker, 73 to 78. And then he came back again in 93 and 2003, but they just could not get along.
That's the period, though. 73 to 78 with Schenker and Pete Way and Phil Mogg, and that's the UFO.
Yeah,
that's the UFO that everyone wants to see.
Yes, classic lineup.
Together for 56 years, 22 studio albums, 14 live recordings, 16 compilation albums, and 1 album of covers. They've sold over 20 million albums, so there's plenty to choose from. Great songs that were hits on the radio to ones that weren't, but like Too Hot to Handle, Rock Bottom, Doctor, Only You Can Rock Me, Lights Out. I mean, it goes
they sound
on and
like they
on.
were a huge band. What happened?
I know they were big on my turntable. That was the Stranger Than the Night. I had to buy 2. I played that album so much on my cheesy record player that I broke the album didn't play anymore.
If the listeners don't know UFO, that's where to start, in my opinion.
Strangers
Is the
in the
live
Night.
album Strangers in the Night.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you really want to, like, yes. But if you, just get the greatest hits album, then you got it already from 73 to, well, which one, what's that called? 73 to
78?
78, isn't it? Right?
Michael Schenker? The Michael Schenker years?
74 to 83 was the best of UFO album. I mean, that's one place to start. I mean, that way you just get it all. But yeah, but at least you dive into that, then you go hit all the other albums that you can pick. But I mean, whatever I just said, that's like 50 albums.
I was a little young for
Is this-
UFO, so I didn't really get
is this
into
one of
them
those-
until much later.
Right.
Is this one of those things that management or, obviously
be
this
a
was a
label.
different, the label, the label was your taskmaster in those times. And they, if you didn't make them happy, then they would put you on the shelf or they wouldn't do for you what you needed to have done.
What you really needed a record company to do, especially back then, is you didn't really need them to record the record. You needed them to promote the
Promotion.
record.
Right. But it was the sweet moolah to get the,
Sure. So they're an English band. And so, trying to break in America is hard enough if you're from America, let alone if you're trying to come, from across the seas. There's huge bands in other countries that just never make it here. Even ones in Canada that never really make it here. So, I mean, Lights Out was a popular song here,
right.
Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah. All the tunes that Rusty named, Doctor,
Doctor.
they're great.
But
tunes.
they kind of felt like, when I remember growing up, UFO felt like kind of a hit band because that's all I ever heard was those hits.
Mm-hmm.
I never.
Well, that was it.
And that was album rock time, and I didn't have the albums. But the big songs were big enough for them to have made a bigger splash here. I think they just couldn't get over here and really dig in and tour and again build that grassroots following that all those early bands really needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
You especially in the 70s, you had to deliver your music yourself. There was no MTV.
They were promoting Michael Schenker as a guitar player.
Yeah.
And he was one of the greats.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, here's our guitar player, this really cool band. And
Well, here is a little more information on touring for them.
Yes.
So Phil had a heart attack in 2022, and it was on their actual Last Orders farewell tour. So they had to cancel 15 to 29 shows in 2022 because of that. And the last show was in July 16th, 2022. So once again, we don't have the answers to the big question. Why wasn't UFO bigger?
This is the featured subject.
Okay, so our featured subject today, guys, is rock anthems. And before we get into some mentions, what is an anthem? What do you guys think an anthem is?
it's a song of allegiance is what it is.
So it's content? Does it have to have a certain kind of content
Well,
for it to be a song of allegiance?
Content for something for you to not necessarily physically stand up to, but to something that you're
Rallying to?
something you're going to rally to, something
Sing
you're gonna,
along to?
absolutely. It
Has
has
to-
to be
yeah, to
singable.
me,
right?
Some kind of a theme, like a thematic type of thing.
Yeah, to me, I mean, it's you're going somewhere, you're getting just pumped up, fired up. This is the one that just gets you going. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fight in the octagon, and my money song is playing right now. This is my tune. I'm getting me amped up, ready to take on Conor McGregor or whoever it is. Apparently, Mike Tyson and who's he fighting?
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
So, something like that. I mean, I think, I think they're great. I mean, they're
So they have to be a rallying song.
yeah.
The lyrical content doesn't matter as long as it's rallying.
Well, it's usually going to be something repetitive.
So
Usually,
repetitive, like let's rock and roll, or is it repetitive, like hey, let's all go see Billie Jean, or
I think it's something that announces like a group. It brings a group of people together for one idea and one direction. You know,
if you take it like a,
But what if the lyrical content doesn't support? Like, is "Sweet Caroline" an anthem?
I would.
yes, I mean,
I wouldn't call that a.
It wouldn't be
anthem.
like my anthem, but I mean, every karaoke bar is singing "Sweet Caroline."
Every gig I've played in the last 7 years, I've had to play Sweet Caroline.
So I mean,
And what kind of reaction do you get?
everybody's saying that.
Everyone's up and getting it.
So it's an anthem, but lyrically, nothing to do with what you would think
No.
an anthem.
It's the horn part that they're anthemically.
Yeah, I think the sound of that is
It's
an
that
anthem.
descending horn line. Bum, bum, bum. That's what everyone's
Like,
singing.
"We Will Rock You" to me is an anthem.
That's an anthem, and you go to a stadium and you
Yes.
hear "Enter Sandman," "We Will Rock
Right.
You," or a hockey game, you hear dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it gets the crowd fired up.
Yeah.
You know, and it's whether
Yeah.
it's
For whom
football,
the bell
hockey,
tolls.
baseball.
That's an
whatever.
anthem.
For whom the bell
Yeah.
tolls.
Yeah.
Is that Metallica's biggest anthem song?
No,
would you say?
I wouldn't. Nah, I wouldn't say so. It's a staple in their live
It's one
set.
of the big ones.
I think
Yes.
Enter
about-
Sandman is really because you hear that.
Inner Samus could fall in that category for Metallica.
Master of
Master of
Puppets
Puppets
would be
could
an
fall in that
anthem.
Yes.
category.
But I mean, the one you're hearing
I would
really at
say
the
even
events,
Keeping Death
sporting
could fall in that
events.
Is
category.
Inner Sandman, because that's the biggest hit.
I mean, in my opinion, you hear it Enter Sandman at sporting events all over the.
Stairway to Heaven, would that be an
But
anthem?
that's not really sing
Or a ballad.
I wouldn't
alongable.
say that is.
More of a ballad.
What about for those about to rock?
That could be an anthem.
Yeah.
Because you got the cannons blowing off.
Yeah.
We got Brian Johnson actually saluting you.
I would say Hell's Bells would be an anthem.
There's okay.
Remember Trevor Hoffman from the Padres used
But
to come out to
so
that
you guys
song
have
when he was
both-
walking out on the field to pitch the ninth inning.
That's
Yeah,
to save
which
the
was
game.
awesome. That's an awesome memory. Many awesome memories for me watching Trevor Hoffman coming out to Hell's Bells as a Padre fan.
Well, and as a Dodger fan, you would have Eric Gagne come out in the ninth inning with
Boo, poser,
welcome to
copy
the
and
jungle.
Trevor.
Welcome to the jungle. and you knew that the game was over.
Yeah, you did.
Someone's going to
like
get a home
Fly
run
Like an
and win.
Eagle. Like that would be,
Born to be Wild.
Born to be
Born
Wild.
to Be Wild definitely would be one of the popular ones that everybody knows as an anthem. What are some other popular ones that everybody knows? You already said "We Will Rock You." That's
School's Out.
huge.
I mean,
Yeah,
Alice Cooper.
definitely.
So
Yeah.
that's something there going on.
What about
We're not going to take it. I mean, you like it or hate
Yeah.
it. That song is an anthem.
I would say it's definitely an anthem.
All right.
We're not going to take it.
I'm going to give you two, and they go back to back every time.
We Will Rock You, and
Nope.
we are the champions.
Rock and Roll All Night and Black Diamond.
Nope.
Rock and Roll All Night.
And then what happens? What do you get immediately after?
Oh, God save God.
God gave rock and roll to you too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's how every Kiss show ends. And
Now they didn't
Well,
always.
I mean, I would say
Well, they
more.
did. Well, they start.
Rock
Okay,
and
no.
roll all night.
Well, that's how they ended every Kiss show after Eric died. That was Eric's. That was a nod to Eric.
Here's another big one. Living on a Prayer.
Yeah, for sure. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
My generation.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be one.
it's a
You know,
rally,
even all
that's a
those
rallying cry.
CSI shows
Not
and
a
all that
sing,
stuff.
not a sing
The Who back too.
alongable as others, but I mean, what are some of the popular ones like "We Will Rock You," where the people aren't just rocking out, but they're singing the songs.
Well, "We Will Rock You," I would say, is probably the greatest rock anthem.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
It's so
If
simple.
it's
you don't
not
have to be
number
a
one,
Queen
it's
fan to
amongst
know
the-
that one. You
Yeah,
don't have
Rushmore.
to. You don't even have to be a rock and roll fan. You know that one.
Right. You don't even have to. Music. Nope,
That's all
not
you
there.
even need.
Right.
Like,
You don't even need a note of music.
That's all. It's and then you can just start singing, and then it's off and running.
Mhm.
And that's, oh my gosh, there you go. And everybody is cheering and going on.
I mean, I've got two that I'm thinking of. Like my kids, I bring them to the motocross track, and as we're pulling down the street coming into there, it'd be Godsmack's 1,000 horsepower. I know that's not a big song. We're not talking like "We Will Rock You" or "Born to Be Wild," but I'm saying like we always play the Island Horsepower. And when I went and saw them, I forgot what festival it was, but it was like they got to start with that song. I mean, it's a great closer song or an opener song, and they started with that song, and I mean that was pretty cool to me. That's an anthem song. Then the other one was I had to have been 7, 8 years old. My sisters turned me on to Kiss, but when Hot Blooded came out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was like, oh,
Sure.
Who's this? This sounds great. Speaking of Hot Blooded, they're finally on the ballot to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's...
We like it when our bands get in, but we don't really care how they select them because they've already lost all credibility in their selection process.
Absolutely.
But anyway,
But once they go in, it's fun to watch.
Yeah. So, I mean, hopefully they get in, and I mean, that's a whole nother topic, but how do you choose who gets to go in and who doesn't when the band makes it? You say like, well, not the new band of this band, like Kelly won't be there, but I mean, all the hits were with Lou Gramm, but I'm saying like Kelly Hansen's not going to, he might be able to get up and play with them, but he's not going to be inducted with Foreigner. I get it. But at the same time, I mean, what about some of these other bands that have had some great musicians that are part of it?
Especially when they record original music. I mean, Kelly's really just singing the hits.
That's what I'm saying.
different.
I get that one. But I mean,
there's some other bands that, where they come in and there's key members on key music and they don't get inducted with, say, the classic lineup or something.
Right.
But then others do. So it's kind of like,
yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Who's doing this?
But we're not talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We're talking about anthems.
What about Hotel California?
And I started that mess down the
What about Hotel California? What do we think about Hotel California?
That's one of the best songs ever written to me.
It is, but is it an anthem?
I don't know.
It's kind of not the pace of an anthem.
No.
I would
I mean,
put it through put it through the colander of anthemness. Yes, everyone knows.
The colander of anthemness. Yes,
I would say the solo. The solo is more of an anthem than the rest of the song.
The guitar solo,
and people do sing the solo. So
that's a good point.
I would give more of the solo than the tune itself.
Yeah.
The tune is great, but
Freebird, Sweet Home Alabama. Would those be anthems?
I would say they are. Yeah.
I would say Sweet Home Alabama. Freebird again it's kind of more. It's long.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a war
Hotel
cry.
California is pretty long too. Really,
I wouldn't consider Hotel California an anthem. I would consider it one of their popular songs if that's what the definition is. But if we're making the definition a rallying cry that everybody can sing along with, or at least get invigorated by, if they can't sing along about it,
I would rather hear some
some
more
pumping
rock
songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the ones we mentioned. You mentioned for those about to rock. You mentioned Helms Bells, but neither of those are AC/DC's biggest anthems.
Thunderstruck.
The biggest anthem of AC/DC is Highway to Hell.
Oh yeah, there you go.
If you watch the crowd when they play that song, that is,
I don't know. Thunderstruck's pretty big.
huge.
Thunderstruck's pretty good, but it's not
there's a long time before you even get the
it's not
vocals.
as simple.
I mean, even like if you go to a nightclub and you're at a country bar, or you're at a dance nightclub, then all of a sudden Shook Me All Night Long, they start playing that song. It's like, how does this fit?
That's
in?
very anthemic.
Everybody gets out there on the
You
dance
can
floor
almost
for
say
it.
AC/DC is an anthemic band.
yes, I would agree with that. Hey Jude is an anthem.
Yes. What about Heaven and Hell?
Sorry, folks, I don't see that one, but okay.
What do you think of Jude?
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
No. Anyway,
He's just being
is blind.
and deaf.
He's just being anti-Beatles.
No, I'm not. I don't like that against the Beatles.
How could you not think Hey Jude is an anthem then?
Hey, yeah, man. Oh, it gets me going. Let's go.
How about na 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 na?
Yeah, okay. Just skip the rest of the song.
Hey Jude.
Just start there then.
Well, there are a lot of songs that have just parts. Like what about Love and Touch and Squeezing? I don't feel like an anthem, but until you get to the end,
at the end it is.
na, 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 na.
Mhm.
So those feel very anthemic in parts of the song.
Everybody is able to let it out and go for it in unity singing the same thing. There are no words. Hey Jude, na 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 na, and love and touch and squeezing, na 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 na
Na na na na.
and
Yeah.
hey, there's an anthem.
I will stand corrected. We'll go with Hey Jude also. So,
Wow.
And in the later years, Heaven and
first
Hell,
time you'll ever hear me wrong.
Heaven and Hell very much became an anthem because when Dio would do that song, whether he was with Black Sabbath or by himself, he would have the crowd, oh. So that turned into an anthem. And Iron Maiden does that a lot because they have so much
Run to the
melody.
Hills would be one.
Yeah, they have so much melody in their music. Sometimes now Bruce will just have the crowd sing
Singing
the
it.
musical melody line.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you could turn songs into anthems, but songs that are anthems, the ones I would say that we've all
ones.
talked about, that we mentioned that feel like they were written to be anthems: Rock and Roll All Night, We Will Rock You, Highway to Hell, We're Not Gonna Take It, Born to Be Wild, Don't Stop Believing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Mhm.
the bar's closing. Yeah, the wedding's over. Whatever it is, it's like we're playing that song. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And then I would say this is arguably one of the best ones from a guy who definitely dabbles in hard rock, but wouldn't necessarily be considered a hard rock guy. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Yeah, Neil Young.
Huge song.
Mhm.
I would also say the follow-up Kiss anthems to Rock and Roll All Night, Shout It Out Loud. Great
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Tomorrow and Tonight. Love that song also, although I never really saw that song used anthemically, personally live. I don't know if they tried it on the Love Gun tour. Didn't, it's obviously on Kiss Live too,
Yes.
but so is Shout It Out Loud. And, Shout It Out Loud kind of feels more like the anthem song
Yeah.
on Kiss Alive too. And it's the last song. Live song on Kiss Alive
you
2.
mentioned Kiss Alive too. There's actually one version of it at Kiss Rocks Las Vegas where you've got crazies going off that you can see the anthem quality.
It's true.
There's
It's
three
true.
crazies up in the balcony getting down.
Watch Kiss live in Las Vegas when they did their first residency there, or I think their only residency there. And when the breakdown comes and Shout It Out Loud, the camera will go to the balcony and you will see Steve and his two sons named Sam and Dave. Steve's not a Van Halen fan. And they are
Dave came first.
I mean, they're rocking out. It's a great.
That's
So
awesome.
if you want to see Steve, if you're listening and you hear Steve and you love Steve and you don't know what Steve is, you can go see Steve at that moment on that video. So do you guys think anybody's writing anthems anymore? Do they still exist in new music?
I would say yes. I mean, a lot of the hard rock genre went country, so they're still putting out the same type of show. Saying, they're running around like the rockers used to instead of standing there on the stage with the guitar.
Modern
which was
country
fine.
is almost like 80s metal.
Yeah, I'd say yes. They're still writing anthems. I mean, right about Saturday night, it's the weekend, whatever it is. I mean, those are the things that
Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting.
That would be
Elton
one too.
John. That was
Flotsam and Jetsam. They did a great cover of that song. I don't know if you ever heard of it. That's a good one.
That's one of
Jason
those
Newsted.
songs
Yeah.
where everybody just sings
Benny
the whole
and the
thing.
Jets. We're going to go Elton John. Benny and the Jets would be another anthemic tune, but we're out of the hard rock,
What
and
was the Almost Famous movie when they're all singing it on the bus? That was a cool
that was Tiny Dancer.
That was
Tiny Dancer. I mean,
We'll tell you a story about
Philadelphia
that
Freedom.
afterwards.
So my sister-in-law used to think that the lyrics were "Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza."
Yeah, who's the boss? Who's the boss? Who's the boss?
Creedence Clearwater Revival. There's a bathroom on the right. Bad Moon Rising. Anyway, there you have it. That's about wraps it up for anthems there.
The Dungeon recommends.
I've got a band out of is a '90s hardcore band out of San Diego called Unbroken. They were only around probably for maybe 8 years, something like that. They put out some EPs in the beginning, and they put out I think it was 2 full lengths. They were part of the whole scene of music that I was into when I started playing guitar. And they just had a killer show. I mean, their fans were.
And their music is available?
Yeah, they're on Spotify. And you can find them in record stores and stuff too. They disbanded years and years ago, but they had a reunion show, I think in probably 2013, something like that. But just really, really good hardcore, which was like the 90s hardcore, which was like punk rock, metal kind of crossover. Like really, really good stuff. So recommend them. Check out Unbroken.
Excellent.
I
just want to recommend an album. It's an older album, but I think it gets overlooked. And it's by, since the theme was bass players today, it's by a excellent bass player that wasn't mentioned, who also sings, Kip Winger.
Kip Winger.
The album I'm recommending is In the Heart of the Young. I feel like it's kind of a glossed over record, although it has, a couple big songs on it. Miles Away, Rainbow and the Rose. But the guitar work on that whole album, phenomenal. Vocal work on that whole album, phenomenal. Songwriting, production. It is a great album. I don't know what you know about Winger, what you heard about Winger before, but that album is a good album if you like good, straight, hard rock with great melodies and great playing.
And last year, Winger had an album come out, 7. For me, I watched Zappa. It was a little over 2-hour show on Hulu. And it was, I don't know enough about Zappa to tell you much about it until watching this show. I mean, dude's got like 90 albums or something like that. I mean, seriously, I'm not exaggerating.
Yes, he has a lot of
records. He had like 52 before he passed, and then 46 or something crazy. I don't know. That math didn't even add up, but whatever it was, I mean, it's a lot of
bunch
albums.
He was one of those guys who had his own studio very early on and would just constantly record and release music
all the time. I mean, he was a composer. He was writing orchestra type music, leading it. Kip Winger did the same thing as well. Writing that type of music. And I mean, Steve Vai got to play, he was in Zappa for a while.
That's where he started.
He did. And he was really young then. And, but I mean, a very well-respected person around the whole music industry, around the world, really. I mean, even dignitaries, like he's going to Prague, in the Czech Republic and stuff like that, and talking to them. And he's like, well, if you want to get money from the U.S., you need to stop talking to me because they do not like me. I mean, it's an interesting show. And again, I was not really a Frank Zappa. I don't know enough about him, so I couldn't say like, oh, wow, it's amazing. But you watch it and goes like, that guy's pretty amazing. I mean, I don't really get some of the music that he does, but interesting show. If you got 2 hours you want to kill, I mean, it's worth watching. I mean,
it's about the most experimental rock music I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And it's
for sure
very diverse. And I mean, sometimes it gets downright nasty, and sometimes it's political
and all this stuff. That's crazy.
I mean, it feels like the guy woke up in the morning, had something to say, wrote a song and recorded it and released it.
But he was also a perfectionist. Like when it's like, you better have it perfectly right or you are fired. I mean, he was very hard on the band and never, they talk about it in the show that like never thanked him, never said great job when they walked off. He just walked off the stage and went his own way, and that was bye. And then
that's what the money was for.
It was when he talked about hiring the band over in, I think it was England, for the orchestra. They're like, I think he was on a Letterman. And he's asking him like, how did you get that? Like, how did you get them to perform your music? And he's like, I paid them. I mean, he's just like very dry kind of thing. They're like, he's like, but that's like huge. Like, he's like, I paid him a lot of money. I mean, like his answers were short. He was dead serious.
Yeah, what are you looking for? This is the answer.
I mean, he's a serious guy. Like he wasn't messing around. He was like, pay him a lot of money. I didn't have the money, but that's what I did, type of thing. But yeah. So anyway, Zappa, it's a good show.
Cool.
Later.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Rock and Roll Dungeon. Until next time.
You're in the dungeon, baby.